Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you a gratitude insert I created in my standard size traveler's notebook. This is the road trip cover. The reason why I created the insert, a dedicated insert, to have in my traveler's notebook versus in my catch-all Sterling Ink Common Planner is that if I'm having a bad day and I want to look back at all the good things that have happened to me, whether it's that day, that week, the month, I didn't want to flip through the pages in my catch-all planner. It was easier to flip through the insert and I can see all the small little good things that happened in that day so that I can reflect on that and concentrate on that and not really be stuck in a negative or just depressing mood. Things have been pretty rough the past couple of months, practically this whole year. Unfortunately, again, with Bruce's passing, who was our bulldog, and then with the health issues my husband and I have been going through almost this whole year. For him, which hasn't really been resolved yet. For me, I have doctor's appointments that I need to make, but I'm putting off until I can find out more about my husband's situation. But I just wanted a dedicated insert so that I can flip through and read all the little things that made my day good and made me realize that things aren't as bad as I feel that they are. So having said that, let me show you what I've done in here. So the first insert was going to be my adventures insert with my husband, and we haven't done too much. So this is a look of what it looks like in here. And unfortunately, I don't have much more to report on our little adventures for the year. When we go into 2026, I will just keep filling it in if we do any more. Now this is what I would call my blessings gratitude insert. On the cover is a sticker from Happy Planner. It says, "Do good and good will come to you." I am not a really religious person, but I've been slowly reading through the Bible, and this is the verse that really resonates with me right now. And so I decided to go ahead and put this on my first page. So this is how I decided to make my blessings gratitude page. Let me just clip this down so I can take my hands out of the picture. At first, I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. I did look online. I did watch a couple of YouTube videos, but I wasn't really finding anything that clicked with me. So I wanted to use up the stickers that I have. I didn't want to create or buy anything new. And I just kind of wanted to keep it simple, but at the same time, see what the gratitude was for any day that I happen to record. And so these stickers mark down the day. And then at first I tried to do with a marker, drawing a dotted line. And then I have a sticker down to mark the gratitude. Then I tried a thicker marker. Same thing with the gratitude. I wasn't too happy with the way that looked. I decided to go back to the Hobonichi pen to mark my square after I written down my gratitude. And then I used stamps to mark down each one. I didn't really like this one either, the way it looked. And so instead I tried to use more stickers to mark each one. And that one I kind of liked just because I was able to use up more stickers. And so you can read and see the different gratitudes that I had for the day. I did not write my gratitudes every single day. If it happened and I remembered it, I would try to write it down right away. So in this case, in the beginning, when I first started, it was on November 6th, when my husband's car was ready for pickup, and it was a lot cheaper than we were quoted. So I thought that was a blessing and a gratitude that it was cheaper. My neighbor checked up on me to make sure that I was okay. She was checking to make sure that I didn't need her to take me to the mechanic shop, and I thought that was really nice that she asked about that. And then on Friday, November 7, my husband got a good result for one of his medical tests. So I was really grateful for that. He qualified for financial assistance with our insurance. We were really grateful for that. You know, and then jumping over here, I even wrote down my laptop had crashed and it somehow disconnected the connection that I had with the printer. So I spent almost 2 days trying to figure it out, but I finally got it to sync up again. And I thought I was really happy about that. So that went in here. So something really simple as the laptop and my printer talking to each other again, I thought deserved to go in here. Here, my car decided to die. So my husband was driving my car instead of his. And when my husband came home, my car died in the driveway. And even though we were both upset, I told him that we should look at it in a positive light, that the car could have died on the freeway as he was coming home, but instead it died as soon as he parked the car in the driveway. So I just think we needed to change the way we looked at the situation and try to see the good out of it. And for me, that was the good that I saw, was that the car died here, not on the freeway, not on the road, not at his work. So this is what I mean when I say just to mark down just all the little things that may not seem much. Here's that pine cone that I keep talking about that I found in our walk. Here it is. But I drew a little picture of them because I couldn't find a sticker and wrote down about that. I was grateful for the rain. My car was eventually towed to the mechanic, so I was grateful we could do that. Over here on the 19th, I had a dream of my best friend. She passed away, but in my dream, we were kind of hanging out, and though I can't remember the specifics of it, I do remember spending time with her. So I was grateful for the time that I had with her in my dream. You know, and then here's a couple more things. This is the washi tape from the Coffee Monster Co. I've been cutting off the little vehicles to mark down when the car either went to the shop, came back, if the car was running great. And this is today. Here's another sticker from her washi tape. And I'm still grateful that my car is running good and is taking my husband safely to and from work. I had vertigo on Saturday, and I feel like I'm still recovering from that. I'm not 100%, but I am grateful that I'm able to walk around slowly and do things that need to get done around the house. So that made it in here. So this is the pencil board. Well, it's not really a pencil board, but it's the freebie that you get from Sterling Ink, which I'm using as a pencil board that I keep in here. Then the last thing I want to show you are some of the stickers that I am using in here to mark down the different gratitudes that I have. So these are ones that I ordered from Amazon. And these are not new stickers that I ordered. This is stickers that I had in my stash that I am trying to use up. And then these little guys, I'm sure I showed you before, but they're from Daiso. These are all from Daiso. And then this is from Traveler's Notebook that I purchased a few weeks ago for 2026. I'm debating if I want to use it in here or if I'm going to use it in my husband's. I'm going to be keeping track of his health for 2026, his meals and other things like that in his. And I don't know if I'm going to use that, if I'm going to use this in his book or if I'm going to keep it in here. But for now, I'm keeping it all together here. So I hope this gives you an idea. If you decide to start a gratitude journal, I suggest keeping it in an insert. I do like flipping through my small little insert when I'm not having a great day. I like reading this before I read into my daily gratitudes as they happen, just to remind me that things aren't as bad as I think they are. But I hope this helps you decide if this is how you want to do it, or if you just want to have like a different notebook. But I think you should have it in a dedicated notebook, just so that you have something to flip through when you need it, versus flipping through your planner and trying to find something to cheer you up. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you'd like to see. I generally do after the pin videos, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.